Y'all, last weekend was everything.
What you say?
So last weekend, I was in Houston attending the symposium sponsored by the Lanier Center for Archaeology. Have I mentioned that I'm a student in the Lanier Center for Archaeology program? Anyway, and the event was hosted by the great Mark Lanier and his wife Becky at the Lanier Theological Library. Listen when I tell you, there were some of the top, and I mean top scholars in the field of biblical archaeology at this symposium. I'm talking Avraham Faust, I'm talking Jodi Magness, I'm talking James Hoffmeier, I'm talking Erez Ben-Yosef, I'm even talking about the one and only Bill Deaver, y'all. Some real heavy hitters. And listen, I did not do a good job of playing it cool during the symposium, especially when two of my favorite scholars signed my books, y'all. Yes, look, he signed it. After he signed it, he told me to call him Avi, which means that we're basically best friends. Don't fact check that though. And as beautiful as the Lanier Library was, and as much as I enjoyed the food, what I really loved was how these scholars came together to discuss the future of biblical archaeology. Y'all, it was so cool to see these brilliant minds present their research and discuss the issues as it relates to biblical archaeology. It was a historic thing because who knows when all of these brilliant scholars will be in the same space like this again. It was awesome. But what I love most about this event is that it was a huge opportunity for almost every single student in the program to come together in person. Usually we're off on different projects or different cities or different whatever. So this was a rare moment that we all got to be in the same space at the same time together. And I loved every minute of it. The students that are in the Lanier Center for Archaeology program are some of the most brilliant and talented and wonderful people in the field of biblical archaeology. And I know I'm biased because I'm a part of the program and they my people, but listen, I said what I said.
And she did.
Seriously, the whole thing was amazing, and I can't imagine when I'd ever get a chance to experience something like this ever again. So I want to send a special thank you to Mark and Becky Lanier for hosting us and taking care of us. And also shout out to the entire staff at the Lanier Theological Library. Y'all, they took such good care of us. It was amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And lastly, I want to send a big shout out and thank you to the Lanier Center for Archaeology, specifically Dr. Steve Ortiz, Dr. Tom Davis, and Marcela Barbosa. Y'all, they put this whole thing together, and I can't imagine the work and the time and the energy it took to put this whole thing together, but they did an amazing job and it was awesome, and I appreciate everyone so much. It was an epic weekend. And hey, at the end of this video, I'll go ahead and list all of the speakers that did present at the symposium. That way, if you want, you can look up these scholars, you can look up their research, and honestly, once you do, you'll definitely understand why these are some of the top scholars in the field, for real, for real. And that's definitely just so you know.